Welcome and thanks for watching. Today I brought out a couple revolvers to take a look at. These two guns here, they were made right about the same time. Beautiful, great quality guns. Things that the two guns have in common: they're both made by Smith & Wesson. They both have the pin barrels on them. In case you're not familiar with the pin barrels, the barrels are threaded and then they're pinned so they don't move. So there's the pin on them there. You can see it right there. So that's the pin barrel part of them. They both have the 6-round cylinders in them. They both have recess cylinders. If you're not familiar with the recess cylinder is, I'll show you that in a few. And they both got the adjustable rear sights on them. They both got external hammers to them. Real quick, we'll go through, make sure they're not loaded. It's always just something you can always do, even if you know it's not loaded. It's always good to double check anyways. So the external hammer part of it, if you're not familiar with that, here's the external part of the hammer. I know Smith & Wesson's newer revolvers, they're putting the internal hammer. So, and then the grips on them, they both have the round to square grips. You could see over here on this one here, they're a lot bigger, but they both have the round to square butt grips on them. So that's everything that the guns do have in common. Things that the guns don't have in common is the model of them. We got a Model 29 and a Model 28. I should have started out with that. Model 29 here is a 44. And the Model 28 is a 357. So both of them have different triggers to them. Model 29's got the wider trigger to it. Model 28's the skinnier trigger to it. The barrels on them, this Model 29 here, it's got the 6.5-inch barrel to it. Model 28's got a 6-inch. They were both made right around the same time. This is a Model 29-2 and Model 28-2. The Model 28 weighs in at 41 ounces and the Model 29 is 45 ounces. The finish on them, the Model 28's the unpolished bluing. If you're familiar with the 27 and the 28, they're both pretty much the same models. 28 was the cheaper model made, and so the 27's got the polished bluing on it. And so the Model 29 is nickel plated. So those are some of the uncommon things about them. So back to when I was talking about the cylinders on them. They both have recessed cylinders to them. If you're not familiar with the recessed cylinder is, the bullet, when the bullets are put in there, they're going to sit flush all the way around because it's sinking down into it. So that's the recessed part of it, which didn't come on all models. Smith & Wesson, they kind of went back and forth as to which ones had the recessed cylinder and which ones didn't. The markings on the two of them are somewhat different too. On the Model 29, you got the 44 Magnum there. Not sure if you can see that, but the lettering there is different to our Model 28 here. Model 28, the lettering's a little smaller on there. You can see there 357 Highway Patrol. So then you got just the regular Smith & Wesson imprint right there, which is very similar on both of them. The barrels on them, actually on the 357, it starts out back here as pretty much as the same size as the 44 would be, and then it works its way down because it's calibered for the 357. Both these guns are in really good condition for the age of them. Never had any issues. They both fire very nice. If you've watched previous videos I've got on the 44 here, I did a video on replacing the trigger springs in it, which was very cheap and very easy to do, and it made such a difference in the gun. So I'll probably be doing one soon on the 357 there, just to lighten up the trigger on that. So thanks for watching.